Lesson 1. Understanding Family Dynamics.
Hello, Anna. I've been thinking about family relationships lately.
That's an interesting topic. What specifically has been on your mind?
I recently heard about a girl who feels her parents don't love her because they disagree with her choices.
That's unfortunate. It's common for young people to feel misunderstood by their parents.
Exactly. Sometimes, parents have different perspectives based on their experiences.
Yes, and it can be challenging for both sides to communicate effectively.
Do you think the girl realizes her parents love her just as much as they always did?
I hope she does. Love doesn't diminish because of disagreements. It often means they care enough to express concerns.
That's a great point. Those concerns usually stem from a desire for their child to succeed and be happy.
Absolutely. Parents often want the best for their children, even if their methods seem strict or outdated.
Have you experienced a situation where you felt misunderstood by your parents?
I have. When I chose my career path, my parents were initially skeptical.
How did you handle that?
I took the time to explain my passion and the reasons behind my choice. It helped bridge the gap.
Communication is key, isn't it? It allows both sides to express their feelings and understand each other better.
Yes, it's important to listen actively and validate each other's perspectives.
Do you think it's essential for parents to adapt to their children's changing needs?
Definitely. As children grow, their needs and aspirations evolve. Parents should be open to that change.
It can be tough for parents, though, especially if they are set in their ways.
True. Change requires effort and a willingness to learn. It can be a growth opportunity for the whole family.
Have you seen any positive transformations in family dynamics when both sides are willing to communicate?
Yes, I have. Families that embrace open dialogue often develop stronger bonds and mutual respect.
That's inspiring. It shows that love can adapt and grow over time.
Exactly. And it's important for children to recognize that their parents' love remains constant, even during disagreements.
Yes, understanding that love is unconditional can provide comfort during tough times.
It can also encourage children to feel safe expressing their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment.
Do you think family counseling can help in such situations?
Absolutely. A neutral third party can facilitate communication and help resolve misunderstandings.
That's a valuable resource. Sometimes, families need assistance to navigate complex emotions.
Yes, and seeking help shows strength and a commitment to improving relationships.
It's heartening to know that with effort, families can overcome challenges and grow closer.
Indeed, every family has its struggles, but love and communication can lead to healing and understanding. Lesson 2. Navigating the application process.
Hey Anna, I've started looking into university applications, and I'm curious about the process.
That's exciting. Is the application process complicated?
It can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm trying to break it down into manageable steps.
That's a good strategy. What part of the process do you find the most challenging?
I think writing the personal statement is the hardest for me. It feels like such a big task.
I understand that. It's your chance to showcase your personality and experiences, which can be daunting.
Exactly. I want to make a strong impression, but I'm not sure how to start.
A great way to begin is to brainstorm your achievements and what you're passionate about.
That's a helpful tip. Focusing on my strengths might make it easier to write.
Yes, and remember to be authentic. Admissions officers appreciate genuine stories.
That makes sense. Have you gone through the application process before?
I have. I remember feeling nervous, but it was a valuable experience overall.
What did you learn from it?
I learned the importance of time management. Starting early allowed me to revise my application thoroughly.
That's wise. I should set a timeline to keep myself on track.
Definitely. Creating deadlines for each part of the application can help reduce stress.
I also hear that obtaining recommendation letters can be tricky.
It can be. It's essential to choose teachers or mentors who know you well and can highlight your strengths.
How should I approach them to ask for a recommendation?
Be polite and provide them with enough information about the programs you're applying to.
That sounds reasonable. Should I also include my resume?
Absolutely. Including a resume can give them a better understanding of your accomplishments and interests.
Great idea. I want to make it easy for them to write a detailed letter.
Yes, it shows you value their time and effort. Have you considered which universities you want to apply to?
I have a few in mind, but I'm still researching their programs and campus culture.
That's important. Visiting campuses, if possible, can help you get a feel for the environment.
I agree. It's crucial to find a place where you feel comfortable and supported.
Plus, talking to current students can provide valuable insight into their experiences.
That's a good point. I should reach out to student organizations for more information.
Yes, they can give you a realistic view of what to expect. Have you thought about financial aid?
I have. Scholarships and grants can make a significant difference, so I need to explore those options.
Definitely. Many universities offer resources to help students navigate financial aid applications.
I'll make sure to look into that. It's a lot to consider, but I'm excited about the journey ahead.
That's the spirit. Remember, taking it one step at a time can make the process much more manageable. Lesson 3. Exploring history together.
Hey Anna, how about visiting the historical town of our neighboring county this weekend?
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I've heard so much about its rich history and beautiful architecture.
Yes, I read that the town dates back to the 18th century, which is fascinating.
It is. I love exploring places with such a deep historical background. What specific sites do you want to visit?
I'd love to see the old castle and the museum. I heard the exhibits there are quite impressive.
The museum sounds intriguing. Learning about the local history can give us a better understanding of the town's culture.
Exactly. Plus, I think it would be fun to take guided tour if they're available.
That's a great idea. Guides often share unique stories that you wouldn't find in books.
Do you enjoy learning about the history of places you visit?
Absolutely. Each location has its own story, and discovering those stories adds depth to the experience.
I feel the same way. It's like stepping back in time and experiencing life as it once was.
Yes, and the architecture often reflects the historical context, which is quite fascinating to observe.
Have you ever visited a historical site that left a lasting impression on you?
I have. I visited an ancient Roman ruin last year, and the scale and craftsmanship were breathtaking.
That sounds amazing. I can imagine how inspiring it must have been to see such a significant piece of history.
It really was. I felt a connection to the past, standing where so many had walked before.
That's the beauty of historical sites, they allow us to connect with history on a personal level.
Exactly. I'm excited to explore this town and learn about its unique stories.
Me too. I've also heard there are quaint shops selling handmade crafts.
That would be a perfect opportunity to pick up some unique souvenirs.
Yes, supporting local artisans is always a good idea. Do you have a specific type of souvenir in mind?
I love collecting handmade pottery or artwork that reflects the local culture.
Those are great choices. They often hold special meaning and remind you of your travels.
Exactly. Plus, they can be wonderful conversation starters when displayed at home.
I agree. It's nice to have pieces that tell a story. I'm looking forward to our trip.
Me too. Exploring history, culture, and local craftsmanship will be a delightful experience.
Let's make sure to bring our cameras to capture all the beautiful moments.
Great idea! It will be nice to document our adventure and share it later.
I'm excited to create new memories together while discovering the town's history.
Absolutely. It's going to be a wonderful journey into the past. Lesson 4: The Power of Critique.
Hey Anna, I recently watched a performance that sparked some interesting discussions about criticism in the arts.
That sounds intriguing. What was the main focus of the critique?
It revolved around Gilbert's criticisms of Sullivan's music. Many people have strong opinions about their collaboration.
Yes, I've heard about their famous partnership. Gilbert's critiques often highlighted the contrasts between their styles.
Exactly. While Sullivan's music was melodic and appealing, Gilbert's words challenged societal norms and expectations.
That's a powerful combination. It seems Gilbert used humor and satire to convey deeper messages.
Yes, and the audience seemed to appreciate that. After the show, they were humming Sullivan's catchy tunes while reflecting on Gilbert's criticisms.
That's fascinating. It shows how art can provoke thought while remaining entertaining.
Right? It's a testament to the effectiveness of combining music and theater. What do you think makes a critique impactful?
I believe a good critique should be constructive, highlighting both strengths and weaknesses.
That's an excellent point. It's important to acknowledge what works while also suggesting improvements.
Yes, this approach encourages artists to grow and develop their craft. Have you ever encountered a critique that changed your perspective?
I have. A review of a book I loved pointed out themes I hadn't considered before, which enriched my understanding.
That's the beauty of critique. It can open our eyes to new interpretations and insights.
Definitely, it encourages us to think critically rather than accepting things at face value.
And in the case of Gilbert and Sullivan, their critiques not only entertained but also sparked conversations about social issues.
Exactly. It's amazing how art can reflect and challenge societal values. Do you think critics have a responsibility to consider the impact of their words?
Absolutely. Critics should be aware that their opinions can influence public perception and discussion.
That's a heavy responsibility. It requires a balance of honesty and sensitivity.
Yes, and critics should strive to be fair, providing context for their opinions.
I agree. It helps the audience understand the critique better and fosters more informed discussion.
Plus, thoughtful critiques can enhance the appreciation of art by providing deeper insights.
Exactly. It's like peeling back layers to reveal the complexity of a work.
And that complexity is what makes art so rich and engaging. Have you seen any modern critiques that resonate with you?
Yes, I came across a contemporary review of a film that challenged traditional storytelling methods.
That sounds interesting. What was their main argument?
The critic argued that the film's nonlinear narrative allowed for a more immersive experience, pushing boundaries.
I love when critiques encourage innovation in storytelling. It keeps the art form evolving.
Absolutely. The dialogue between artists and critics is essential for creativity and progress in the arts.
I couldn't agree more. It's all about fostering an environment where new ideas can flourish. Lesson 5. Planning the perfect vacation.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about our upcoming vacation, and I believe a 2-week trip would be ideal.
That sounds great. Why do you think 2 weeks is the perfect duration?
Well, it gives us enough time to see multiple places without feeling rushed.
I completely agree. A longer vacation allows for a more relaxed pace and the chance to explore thoroughly.
Exactly, we could visit several cities and really immerse ourselves in the local culture.
Do you have specific destinations in mind for this trip?
I was considering both the coast and the mountains. It would be nice to experience different landscapes.
That's a brilliant idea. The contrast between the beach and the mountains would be refreshing.
Yes, we could enjoy sunny days by the sea and then hike in the mountains.
What activities would you like to do at the beach?
I'd love to try snorkeling and maybe even take a sailing lesson.
Those sound like fun adventures. I've always wanted to learn how to sail.
It's a rewarding skill. Plus, it would give us a unique perspective of the coastline.
Absolutely. And what about activities in the mountains?
Hiking would be a must, and perhaps we could try some rock climbing as well.
That sounds exhilarating. I enjoy the challenge of reaching a summit and taking in the views.
Me too. The sense of achievement is quite fulfilling. Plus, it's a great way to connect with nature.
Yes, nature has a calming effect, and spending time outdoors can be very rejuvenating.
Have you ever gone on a 2-week vacation before?
I have. It was an unforgettable experience. The time allowed us to explore various attractions without feeling pressured.
That must have been wonderful. Did you have a favorite part of that trip?
Definitely. Visiting ancient ruins and learning about their history left a lasting impression on me.
I love history. Experiencing it firsthand makes it so much more impactful.
Exactly. It's like stepping back in time and understanding the lives of those who came before us.
Do you think we should include some historical sites in our itinerary?
Absolutely. Balancing leisure with cultural experiences would enrich our vacation.
Great idea. We could research a few historical landmarks in the areas we plan to visit.
Yes, and we should also consider local cuisine. Trying authentic dishes is a highlight of traveling.
I agree. Sampling local food can give us a deeper appreciation of the culture.
Plus, it's a fun way to interact with locals and learn more about their traditions.
I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Planning this trip is going to be a great adventure in itself.
Yes, and we should keep a flexible schedule to allow for spontaneous discoveries along the way.
That's a smart approach. Some of the best experiences come from unexpected moments.
Exactly. I can't wait to start planning the details and make this trip unforgettable. Lesson 6. Movie Night Preparations.
Hey Anna, I'm in the mood for popcorn. How about a movie night this weekend?
That sounds perfect. I can't think of a better way to relax. What movie do you have in mind?
I was thinking of watching a classic film. There's something special about them that always draws me in.
I agree. Classics often have timeless themes and great storytelling. Do you have a specific one in mind?
How about Casablanca? It's a remarkable film with a mix of romance and drama.
Excellent choice. The performances are iconic, and the dialogue is memorable. What's your favorite scene?
I love the scene where Rick says, "Here's looking at you, kid." It's so poignant and perfectly captures the moment.
That's a classic line. It's incredible how certain quotes stick with us long after watching the film.
Definitely, it makes me appreciate how powerful words can be in cinema. Speaking of which, what snacks should we prepare?
Well, popcorn is a must. We could make it with butter and a sprinkle of salt for that perfect flavor.
Sounds delicious. Do you think we should add any other snacks?
How about some candy? Chocolate-covered raisins or gummy bears could be a nice treat.
Great idea. A little sweetness would complement the salty popcorn nicely. Should we also have drinks?
Yes, a classic soda or sparkling water would be refreshing. It's all about creating a fun atmosphere.
I agree. The right snacks and drinks can enhance the whole movie watching experience.
Are we set on the time for the movie night?
How about around 7 p.m.? That way, we can enjoy dinner first and settle in comfortably.
Perfect. I'll bring the snacks, and you can take care of the drinks.
Sounds like a plan. I'll make sure to have everything ready before the movie starts.
Great! I can't wait to enjoy a relaxing evening filled with good food and a classic film.
Me too. It's a nice way to unwind and escape into another world for a couple of hours.
Absolutely. Plus, discussing the movie afterward can be fun too.
Yes, we can share our thoughts and favorite moments. It adds another layer to the experience.
Exactly. It's interesting to hear different perspectives on the same film.
I love how movies can spark conversation and bring people together.
Definitely. They often reflect our emotions and experiences, making them relatable.
I'm really looking forward to our movie night. It's going to be a delightful evening.
Me too. Let's make it a cozy and enjoyable night filled with laughter and good memories. Lesson 7. Discovering local attractions.
Hey Anna, since we're planning a trip away, are there any attractions nearby that are worth visiting?
Absolutely. There are several hidden gems in the area. One that stands out is the Botanical Garden.
That sounds lovely. I enjoy spending time in nature. What types of plants do they have there?
They feature a wide variety, including tropical plants, succulents, and beautiful flowering trees. It's a peaceful place to explore.
I can imagine. It must be a great spot for photography as well. Do you think we could take some pictures there?
Definitely. The vibrant colors and unique plant arrangements would make for stunning photos.
I'd love to capture those moments. Are there any other attractions you recommend?
Yes, there's also a beautiful historical museum nearby. It showcases the local history and culture through fascinating exhibits.
That sounds intriguing. I enjoy learning about the history of places I visit. What kind of exhibits do they have?
They have artifacts from different eras, including tools, clothing, and even art pieces from local artists.
That sounds educational. It's amazing how much we can learn from history. Any interactive exhibits?
Yes, they often host workshops where visitors can create their own crafts based on historical techniques.
That sounds like a fun way to engage with history. I'd love to try my hand at something like that.
It's a great experience. Plus, you get to take home your creation as a souvenir.
That's perfect. It adds a personal touch to our trip. Are there any outdoor attractions we could visit as well?
Yes, there's a scenic hiking trail that offers breathtaking views of the landscape. It's a popular spot for both locals and tourists.
Hiking sounds great. How long is the trail?
It's about 5 miles long, but there are shorter routes if we want a more relaxed hike.
I appreciate that. We can choose a route that suits our energy level that day.
Exactly. The fresh air and beautiful scenery will definitely be refreshing.
Do you think we should pack a picnic for the hike?
That's an excellent idea. We could enjoy our lunch surrounded by nature.
I'll prepare some sandwiches and snacks. We can bring a blanket to sit on as well.
Perfect. It'll make for a lovely break during our adventure. I'm really looking forward to this trip.
Me too. Exploring local attractions while enjoying nature will make for a memorable experience.
Definitely. It's always exciting to discover new places and learn about their significance.
I can't wait to start planning our itinerary. This trip is going to be full of fun and exploration.
Yes, Let's make a list of attractions and activities we want to prioritize. It'll help us maximize our time. Lesson 8. Nature's Hidden Trails.
Hey Anna, I've heard there's a stunning trail that starts near the castle and takes you into nature.
Really? That sounds wonderful. I love exploring trails that lead to beautiful natural landscapes.
Me too. The combination of history and nature makes for a perfect day out. Have you been on that trail before?
I haven't, but I've read that it offers breathtaking views and a chance to see local wildlife.
That's exciting. I enjoy spotting different animals while hiking. What kind of wildlife can we expect?
There are reports of deer, various bird species, and even some foxes if you're lucky.
Wow, I'd love to see a fox in its natural habitat. It's always fascinating to observe animals in the wild.
Absolutely. And the trail is lined with beautiful wildflowers, which adds to the charm of the hike.
That sounds picturesque. I can already imagine taking photos of the scenery. Do we need to bring anything special for the hike?
It's a good idea to pack plenty of water and some snacks. A small backpack would be handy for that.
Great suggestion. Staying hydrated is essential, especially during a long hike. What snacks do you think we should take?
Trail mix is perfect. It's nutritious and easy to carry. We could also pack some fruit for a refreshing treat.
Sounds delicious. I'll prepare the trail mix, and you can bring the fruit. How about we also take a small first aid kit?
That's wise. It's always better to be prepared for minor injuries. Safety should be our priority.
Absolutely. I feel more confident knowing we'll be ready for anything. What about our footwear?
Good point. We should wear sturdy hiking shoes for comfort and support on the trail.
Yes, that's crucial. I want to avoid any blisters or discomfort during our hike.
Exactly. Comfortable clothing is also important. We should dress in layers in case the weather changes.
That's a smart approach. Being prepared for varying temperatures will make our hike much more enjoyable.
Yes, and don't forget to bring a camera to capture the beautiful moments we'll experience.
I won't. I love documenting our adventures. It's nice to look back at those memories later.
Definitely. And sharing those pictures with friends can inspire them to explore nature as well.
Exactly. Nature has a way of bringing people together. Are you excited about the views from the trail?
Very. I've heard there's a lookout point that provides a panoramic view of the surrounding countryside.
That sounds incredible. I can't wait to reach that point and take in the scenery.
It will be a rewarding experience after our hike. Plus, we can enjoy our snacks there.
Perfect. A little picnic at the lookout will be the icing on the cake for our adventure.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to a day filled with nature, exploration, and good company. Lesson 9. Coastal Town Escapes.
Hey Anna, how about exploring a charming coastal town for our next getaway?
That sounds delightful. Coastal towns usually offer a mix of relaxation and adventure. What do you have in mind?
I was thinking of a town known for its stunning beaches and vibrant local culture.
That would be perfect. I love the idea of spending time by the ocean. Which town were you considering?
Perhaps a visit to Monterey. It's famous for its beautiful coastline and marine life.
Monterey is a fantastic choice. The views from the coastline are breathtaking, especially at sunset.
Exactly, and we could explore the famous Cannery Row and its interesting shops and restaurants.
That sounds fun. I've heard there are some great seafood places there. Fresh fish is a must when visiting a coastal town.
Absolutely. Nothing beats a meal with fresh seafood while enjoying ocean views. Do you have a favorite seafood dish?
I love clam chowder. It's so comforting, especially when served in a sourdough bread bowl.
That's a classic. I enjoy fish tacos, especially when they're made with local catch.
Yum! We should definitely try some local specialties while we're there. What activities should we plan?
We could go whale watching. The region is known for its incredible marine life sightings.
That sounds thrilling. I've always wanted to see whales up close. When is the best time for that?
The best time is typically between April and October when the whales migrate along the coast.
Perfect. We should check for tours that offer whale watching experiences.
Yes, and we could also explore nearby natural reserves for hiking and birdwatching.
I love that idea. Nature trails often provide a chance to see unique plants and wildlife.
Exactly. Plus, the fresh sea air is incredibly refreshing. Are there any other attractions we shouldn't miss?
We should visit the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's one of the best aquariums in the world.
I've heard amazing things about it. The exhibits are supposed to be impressive, especially the jellyfish section.
Yes, the jellyfish are mesmerizing, and I love learning about marine ecosystems.
It's fascinating how interconnected everything is in nature. It makes you appreciate the ocean even more.
Absolutely. Protecting marine life is crucial, and aquariums help raise awareness about conservation.
Well said. After our adventures, we should unwind on the beach and enjoy some time in the sun.
That sounds perfect. A beach day with some relaxation is the ideal way to end our trip.
I can already picture us lying on the sand, enjoying the sound of the waves.
Yes, and we could bring along a book or two to read while we soak up the sun.
Great idea! Reading by the ocean is a wonderful way to relax and escape into another world.
I can't wait to start planning this trip. Exploring a coastal town sounds like the perfect getaway. Lesson 10: Preparing for school shopping.
Hey Anna, are you excited about buying school supplies for the new semester?
Absolutely. It's always fun to pick out new items for the school year. What do you plan to get?
I need a new backpack, some notebooks, and of course, a set of colorful pens.
Those are essentials. I'm also looking for some highlighters and sticky notes to help with my studying.
Great idea! Highlighters are perfect for marking important information in textbooks. Do you have a favorite color?
I love using yellow and pink. They really stand out on the page. What about you?
I prefer blue and green. They're calming colors and help me focus while I study.
That makes sense. It's interesting how colors can affect our moods and concentration.
Exactly. Speaking of which, have you thought about what kind of notebooks you want?
I'm thinking of getting a few with different designs. It makes note-taking more enjoyable.
That's a fun approach. I like the idea of having themed notebooks for different subjects.
Yes, I plan to use one for math, another for science, and maybe one for creative writing.
That's a smart strategy. Keeping subjects organized helps during study sessions.
Absolutely. Have you considered any specific brands for your school supplies?
I usually go for reliable brands that offer good quality. It's worth investing a little more for durability.
I agree. Plus, quality supplies can make a big difference in our learning experience.
Right? Are there any other items on your list that you're particularly excited about?
I'm looking forward to picking out a new lunchbox. I want something stylish and functional.
That sounds like a great idea. A good lunchbox can make lunchtime much more enjoyable.
Definitely. I also want to find a water bottle that keeps drinks cold throughout the day.
That's essential. Staying hydrated is important, especially during long school days.
Yes, and it's eco-friendly to use a reusable water bottle instead of disposable ones.
Exactly. It's great to be environmentally conscious while being practical.
Speaking of being practical, do you think we should also check out any tech gadgets?
That's a good point. A tablet or a good pair of headphones can be really helpful for studying.
Yes, I've heard that some headphones have noise-canceling features, which could help me focus better.
That's true. It's easier to concentrate when you're not distracted by background noise.
Are there any specific sales or discounts we should look for during the shopping trip?
Many stores offer back-to-school sales in early August. We should definitely take advantage of those.
Great! It'll help us save some money for other things we might need.
Exactly. It's always nice to have a budget-friendly shopping experience.
I'm really looking forward to our shopping adventure. It's going to be a fun way to kick off the school year. Lesson 11. Morning Routines.
Hey Anna, what do you usually have for breakfast?
I typically have cereal and coffee. It's quick and easy to prepare.
That sounds simple and efficient. I like starting my day with something light. Do you have a favorite type of cereal?
I enjoy granola with nuts and dried fruit. It gives me a nice boost of energy. What about you?
I prefer oatmeal. It's filling and I can add fruits or honey for extra flavor.
Oatmeal is a great choice. It's healthy and keeps you full for longer. Do you make it from scratch?
Yes, I usually cook it on the stove, but instant oatmeal is convenient for busy mornings.
I understand. Sometimes having a quick option is necessary. What do you typically drink with breakfast?
I usually have coffee. It helps me wake up and feel more alert. How about you?
I enjoy a cup of green tea. It's soothing and has many health benefits.
That's a good choice. Green tea is known for its antioxidants. Do you add anything to your tea?
Sometimes I add a bit of honey or lemon for extra flavor. It makes the tea refreshing.
I love lemon in my water. It's a nice way to stay hydrated in the morning.
Exactly. Staying hydrated is important. especially after a night's sleep. Do you have any other morning rituals?
Yes, I like to take a few minutes to stretch. It helps wake up my body.
Stretching is a great way to start the day. I prefer doing a short meditation to clear my mind.
Meditation sounds wonderful. It must set a positive tone for the rest of the day.
It does. Even a few minutes of mindfulness can make a big difference in how I feel.
I should try that. A calm mind can improve focus throughout the day.
Absolutely. Plus, it's a nice way to reduce stress. Have you considered incorporating more fruits into your breakfast?
Yes, I sometimes add bananas or berries to my oatmeal. They add natural sweetness and nutrients.
That's a delicious idea. Fruits are a great source of vitamins and can improve digestion.
I agree. I want to explore more breakfast options that are both tasty and healthy.
You could try smoothies. They're easy to make and can include a variety of ingredients.
That's a fantastic suggestion. I love the idea of blending fruits with yogurt or spinach for added nutrition.
Exactly. You can customize them to your liking. It's a fun way to experiment with flavors.
I'm excited to try making smoothies. They might become my new go-to breakfast.
I think you'll enjoy them. It's always good to switch things up and keep breakfast interesting. Lesson 12. Fashion finds for summer.
Hey Anna, have you thought about what to wear for the summer outings?
Yes, I've been looking for some stylish accessories. A good hat is essential for staying cool in the sun.
I recommend this straw hat I saw online. It's trendy and offers good coverage from the sun.
That sounds perfect. I love straw hats. They add a nice touch to any summer outfit. What style does it have?
It has a Y brim and a cute ribbon around it. It looks both fashionable and functional.
I appreciate a hat that combines style with practicality. Do you think it would be comfortable to wear for long periods?
Definitely. Straw hats are usually lightweight, making them easy to wear all day.
That's important. I also want to find some lightweight clothing to complement the hat.
Linen shirts and cotton dresses are great options for staying cool. They're breathable and stylish.
I agree. I love the feel of linen. It has a relaxed look that's perfect for summer.
Plus, it comes in various colors and patterns, so you can mix and match easily.
Exactly. I'm thinking of getting a light blue linen dress. It would go well with the straw hat.
That sounds lovely. Light colors are great for reflecting sunlight and keeping you cooler.
Yes, I also want to find some comfortable sandals. What type do you recommend?
I suggest getting a pair of strappy sandals. They're versatile and can be dressed up or down.
That's a good idea. Strappy sandals can look elegant while still being comfortable for walking.
Exactly. And they come in various styles, so you can choose one that matches your personality.
I love that. I might also look for a cute beach bag to carry all my essentials.
A beach bag is a must. It should be spacious enough to hold sunscreen, a towel, and a good book.
Yes, I want one that's both functional and stylish. Any specific designs you have in mind?
Perhaps a colorful tote with fun patterns. It'll brighten up your beach days.
That sounds cheerful. I'll keep an eye out for one. Do you think I should also get some sunglasses?
Absolutely. A good pair of sunglasses not only protects your eyes, but also adds flair to your outfit.
I agree. I prefer oversized sunglasses. They give a chic look while providing good coverage.
That's a stylish choice. Plus, they're great for hiding tired eyes on those lazy summer days.
Exactly. I'm getting more excited about my summer shopping now.
It's always fun to refresh your wardrobe for the season. Do you have any specific stores in mind?
I plan to check out a few boutiques and thrift stores. You can find unique pieces there.
That's a great strategy. Thrift stores often have hidden gems that you won't find anywhere else.
Yes, I love the thrill of discovering something special. It makes shopping more enjoyable.
I agree. Plus, it's a sustainable way to shop, which is always a bonus.
Exactly. I can't wait to put together my summer outfits. It's going to be a fun season. Lesson 13, A Day in the Kitchen.
Hey Anna, after a long day, what do you usually do next?
I head to the kitchen and prepare dinner. Cooking is a nice way to unwind.
That sounds relaxing. What's your favorite dish to make after a busy day?
I love making stir-fry. It's quick, healthy, and I can use whatever vegetables I have on hand.
Stir fry is a great choice. What ingredients do you usually include?
I often use bell peppers, broccoli, and carrots. Adding some tofu or chicken makes it more filling.
That sounds delicious. Do you have a special sauce you like to use?
Yes, I usually make a simple sauce with soy sauce, garlic, and a bit of sesame oil. It adds great flavor.
I can almost taste it. Do you enjoy cooking alone, or do you prefer having company in the kitchen?
I enjoy both. Sometimes it's nice to cook alone while listening to music, but cooking with friends can be fun too.
I agree. Cooking together can turn into a lovely social event. What do you usually do next after dinner?
After dinner, I like to clean up the kitchen. It feels good to have everything tidy for the next day.
That's a smart habit. A clean kitchen makes cooking the next day much easier. Do you have a specific cleaning routine?
I usually wash the dishes right away and wipe down the counters. I find it helps keep things organized.
Good strategy. I try to do the same, especially after cooking something messy. Do you enjoy baking as well?
Yes, I love baking. It's like a science experiment. I enjoy making cookies and cakes when I have time.
Baking is so rewarding. What's your favorite recipe?
I really enjoy making chocolate chip cookies. They're a classic and always a hit with friends.
Who doesn't love chocolate chip cookies? Do you add any special ingredients to yours?
Sometimes I add a sprinkle of sea salt on top. It enhances the sweetness and adds a nice contrast.
That's a fantastic idea. I'll have to try that next time I bake. Do you bake often?
I try to bake once a month, especially for gatherings or celebrations. It's a great way to share something homemade.
I admire that. Sharing baked goods is a wonderful way to connect with others. Do you have any upcoming events where you might bake?
Yes, I'm planning to bake for a friend's birthday next week. I want to surprise her with a cake.
That's so thoughtful. What kind of cake are you planning to make?
I'm thinking of a classic vanilla cake with buttercream frosting. It's simple yet delicious.
That sounds wonderful. I'm sure your friend will love it. Do you enjoy decorating cakes as well?
I do. It's fun to get creative with different designs and colors. I find it relaxing and rewarding.
It sounds like you have a true passion for cooking and baking. I admire your enthusiasm.
Thank you. Cooking allows me to express my creativity, and I love trying new recipes. Lesson 14. Weather Wonders.
Hey Anna, did you hear about the thunderstorms expected on Monday evening?
Yes, I heard it could be quite intense, but that's about it. I hope it passes quickly.
Same here. Thunderstorms can be fascinating, but they can also cause a lot of disruption.
Absolutely. I love watching the lightning, but safety is the priority. Do you keep track of the weather often?
I do. I use a weather app to stay updated. It helps me plan my activities for the week.
That's a smart idea. I usually check the forecast on my phone every morning. It helps me decide what to wear.
Exactly. Dressing appropriately for the weather is important. I prefer layering, especially when it might rain.
Layering is a great strategy. It gives you flexibility in changing temperatures. Do you have a favorite weather app?
I like one that provides hourly updates and radar images. It makes it easy to see when rain might hit.
That sounds useful. I've been using a simpler app, but I might look for one with more features.
It's worth it, especially if you're planning outdoor activities. Do you have any plans for Monday evening?
I was thinking of going for a walk, but I'll keep an eye on the weather first.
That's wise. If the storm comes, staying indoors with a good book could be a cozy alternative.
I agree. I love curling up with a book during a thunderstorm. It adds to the atmosphere.
Yes, the sound of rain can be quite soothing. What book are you currently reading?
I'm reading a mystery novel. The suspense keeps me on the edge of my seat. How about you?
I'm diving into a science fiction book. It's fascinating to explore different worlds and ideas.
That sounds intriguing. I enjoy books that expand my imagination. Do you prefer fiction or nonfiction?
I like both. Fiction allows for creativity, while nonfiction provides valuable insights into real-world topics.
That's a good balance. I tend to lean more towards fiction for entertainment, but I appreciate nonfiction too.
It's nice to have variety. Speaking of variety, do you think the thunderstorms will affect your plans for the week?
Possibly. If the storms are severe, I might need to adjust my schedule. It's good to have a backup plan.
Definitely, flexibility is key when dealing with unpredictable weather. Do you enjoy rainy days overall?
I do. Rainy days can be refreshing, and they often encourage indoor activities like baking or crafting.
That's true. There's something comforting about being indoors while it rains outside.
Yes. Plus, it's a perfect excuse to enjoy a warm cup of tea or coffee. Do you have a favorite rainy day beverage?
I love hot chocolate. It's rich and comforting, especially when it's chilly outside.
Hot chocolate is a classic. I prefer herbal tea. It's calming and has various flavors to choose from.
Both are great choices. Rainy days can really enhance the enjoyment of our favorite drinks.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to cozying up with my book and a warm beverage if the storm arrives. Lesson 15, Understanding the Universe.
Hey Anna, have you ever thought about how our understanding of the universe has evolved over time?
Absolutely. It's fascinating to see how ideas have changed, especially the old belief that the sun moved around the Earth, known as the geocentric theory.
Right, for centuries, people believed the Earth was the center of the universe. It was a widely accepted idea.
Yes, and it wasn't until Copernicus proposed the heliocentric theory that everything changed. He argued that the sun is at the center, not the Earth.
Exactly. Copernicus revolutionized astronomy. His ideas laid the groundwork for future scientists like Galileo and Kepler.
Galileo's observations with his telescope provided strong evidence for the heliocentric model. He saw moons orbiting Jupiter, which challenged the geocentric perspective.
That's true. His findings were groundbreaking. It must have been controversial at the time. Did you know he faced opposition from the church?
Yes, I read about that. The church supported the geocentric theory because it aligned with their teachings. It's interesting how science and religion intersected back then.
It is. This tension between new scientific ideas and established beliefs has occurred throughout history. How do you think it affects us today?
I think it encourages critical thinking. We should always question and seek evidence for our beliefs, especially as new discoveries emerge.
Well said. Science is constantly evolving. New technology often leads to new insights. For example, telescopes have allowed us to explore distant galaxies.
Absolutely. The Hubble Space Telescope has provided stunning images of space and helped us understand the universe's expansion.
And it has revealed phenomena like black holes and dark matter, which were once just theories. It's amazing how much we still have to learn.
Yes, the universe is so vast and mysterious. I find it intriguing that we're only beginning to scratch the surface of our understanding.
It really is. What do you think is the most exciting discovery in astronomy so far?
I would say the discovery of exoplanet is thrilling. Finding planets outside our solar system opens up possibilities for life elsewhere.
I agree. The idea that there could be other habitable worlds is mind-blowing. It makes you wonder about the existence of extraterrestrial life.
Exactly. The search for life beyond Earth is a captivating topic. It raises questions about our place in the universe.
Do you think we'll ever find conclusive evidence of extraterrestrial life?
I'm hopeful. With advancements in technology, especially in space exploration, we might discover something surprising in the future.
That would be incredible. Exploring Mars and the moons of Jupiter and Saturn could yield fascinating results.
Yes, missions like the Mars rover are paving the way for future discoveries. It's exciting to think about what they might find.
Definitely, the potential for new knowledge keeps the field of astronomy vibrant and inspiring.
I love how astronomy encourages curiosity. It reminds us that there's so much more to explore and learn. Lesson 16, Exploring Local Attractions.
Hey Anna, I'm planning a day off this weekend. Can you recommend any nearby attractions?
Absolutely. There are several great places to explore. The park and the museum are definitely worth visiting.
That sounds interesting. What do you like most about the park?
The park has beautiful walking trails and a lovely lake. It's perfect for a leisurely stroll or a picnic with friends.
A picnic sounds delightful. Do they have any facilities, like benches or picnic tables?
Yes, there are several picnic tables and plenty of shaded areas under trees. It's a great spot to relax and enjoy nature.
I'll have to bring some snacks. What about the museum? What makes it a must-visit?
The museum has a fantastic collection of art and historical artifacts. They often feature temporary exhibitions, which keep things fresh.
That's intriguing. Do you know what the current exhibition is about?
Right now, they have an exhibition on ancient civilizations. It showcases artifacts from Egypt, Greece, and Rome.
That sounds fascinating. I love learning about history. Is there a guided tour available?
Yes, there are guided tours throughout the day. The guides are knowledgeable and provide great insights into the exhibits.
I appreciate a good tour. It really enhances the experience. Are there any other attractions nearby?
Definitely. There's also a botanical garden not far from the museum. It's a beautiful place to see diverse plant species.
A botanical garden sounds lovely. Are there any special events happening there this weekend?
They often have workshops and guided tours. This weekend, they're hosting a flower arranging workshop, which should be fun.
That sounds like a unique experience. I've always wanted to learn more about flower arrangements.
It's a great way to get creative. Plus, being surrounded by flowers can be very refreshing.
It sounds like a perfect weekend plan. How do you usually spend your time at these attractions?
I like to take my time, read the information provided, and enjoy the surroundings. I often bring my camera to capture beautiful moments.
That's a great idea. Photography can make visits even more memorable. Do you have a favorite photo from your outings?
Yes, I took a stunning picture of a sunset over the lake at the park. The colors were breathtaking.
I can imagine. Sunsets can be incredibly picturesque. Do you enjoy editing your photos afterward?
I do. I love enhancing the colors and adding filters to make them stand out even more. It's a fun creative outlet.
That sounds rewarding. I should try that too. It would be nice to document my experiences creatively.
Absolutely. It adds another layer to your adventures. Plus, sharing photos with friends can inspire them to explore as well.
I like that idea. It's always nice to encourage others to enjoy the beauty around us.
Exactly. Exploring local attractions can lead to wonderful discoveries. You never know what you might find.
I'm really looking forward to this weekend now. Thanks for all the recommendations, Anna.
Anytime. I hope you have a fantastic time exploring. Lesson 17, Camping Essentials.
Hey Anna, I've never been camping before. What essentials should I bring along?
That's exciting. Camping can be a great adventure. First, you'll need a good tent to keep you dry and comfortable.
A tent makes sense. What about sleeping arrangements?
A sleeping bag is essential. Choose one that suits the temperature you expect. A sleeping pad is also good for extra comfort.
Great tips. I'll definitely look into a sleeping pad. What about cooking supplies?
You'll need a portable stove or a camping grill. Don't forget fuel for it. Bring pots, pans, and utensils for cooking as well.
Got it. I should also pack some food. Any suggestions for easy camping meals?
Simple meals work best. You could bring pre-made sandwiches, pasta, or even canned goods. Also, snacks like trail mix or granola bars are great.
That sounds manageable. What about water? How do I ensure I have enough?
Bringing a reusable water bottle is a must. If you're camping in a remote area, consider a portable water filter or purification tablets.
That's a good idea. I wouldn't want to run out of water. Any other important items I should have?
Yes, a first aid kit is crucial. You never know when you might need it. Sunscreen and insect repellent are also important to protect yourself.
I hadn't thought of that. It's essential to stay safe from sunburn and bug bites. What about clothing?
Dress in layers. It can get chilly at night, so pack a warm jacket, comfortable pants, and sturdy hiking boots.
Layers make sense, especially since temperatures can change quickly. Should I bring any outdoor gear?
If you plan to hike, binoculars for birdwatching or a compass for navigation can be helpful. A flashlight or headlamp is essential for nighttime.
I'll definitely pack a flashlight. What about entertainment? It might get boring at night.
Good point. Bringing a book, cards, or even a portable speaker for music can help pass the time. Just be mindful of noise levels in nature.
I love that idea. It'll make the evenings more enjoyable. Are there any camping etiquette tips I should know?
Yes, always follow leave no trace principles, clean up after yourself, and respect wildlife and other campers.
That's important. I want to enjoy nature while being responsible. Do you have any favorite camping spots?
I love going to national parks. They offer beautiful scenery and well-maintained campgrounds. Plus, you can explore hiking trails.
National parks sound amazing. I'll have to research some near me. Any last-minute tips for a beginner?
Just relax and embrace the experience. It's about enjoying the outdoors and making memories. You'll have a great time.